Well, dang. Ooh, ooh, okay, there we go. There we go. Boing, boing, boing. Ooh, that's creepy. I finally got my hands on the new drugstore makeup collection that I have been most excited to try, the Profusion and Jurassic World collaboration. Out of all the new drugstore collaborations that are limited edition and movie or TV influenced, this one really caught my eye because it looked like all of the products really created a cohesive theme that was so obviously influenced by the movie's aesthetics. And there are so many products in this collection that it's a little overwhelming. So we're just gonna get started, but first, if you're new here, hi, my name is Miranda. Welcome to my channel where we talk all things budget beauty. If that sounds interesting to you, then become the newest member of the Slashed Squad by hitting subscribe and the bell icon. Okay, let's do something with this. All right, the first product we're gonna open up is the Protective Unit Shadow Primer Set. This is just under $10 and you get 3 eyeshadow primers. This set comes with 2 colored primers. They are pigment bases that will help enhance the pigment of your shadow. We have one in purple and one in blue. And then there is a glitter primer in the middle because we do have some glitter shades in the eyeshadow palette from this collection. I'm gonna go with the purple shade, which means I'll probably be going for a purple eyeshadow look. I don't know, I'm curious to see how different colors of eyeshadow layer on top of color. That straight up looks like liquid eyeshadow. And I guess I'll go ahead and blend. Oh, whoa, and that is vibrant. I'm so curious how this is gonna work. In fact, I really think I need to go in with a brush. All right, I grabbed a brush so that way I can be a little more precise with this since it's so pigmented. I mean, if this is a no budge, no crease formula, I can totally see myself just wearing this as an eyeshadow, unless it stays tacky. We'll see how it dries down. Now I'm curious about removing this because it's so pigmented. I just have a makeup wipe here and I'm gonna go ahead and holy staining Batman. That might be a problem for future Miranda, I guess. All right, let's get into the bread and butter of this collection. I was so eager to dive in to the 38 shade eyeshadow palette. This is a beast of its own. I mean, this is a pretty thick palette. It is a fold out style. Ooh, this is big. Okay, I feel like I'm one of those like old-fashioned sun tanning people. Okay, so we've got the traditional eyeshadows in the middle and a large highlight in the center, which looks like it could probably be used on the eye and face. And then over here we have 5 glitters, which look so gorgeous and will work with the glitter primer in the 3-piece set. Something that I had mentioned when I was talking about this palette specifically in my drugstore collaboration roundup video is that I'm so glad that they didn't keep it super neutral. Like, I could see another brand taking this theme, which, you know, Jurassic World is like jungly, earthy. I could see them putting a dinosaur on a neutral palette, adding in a few pops of green and calling it a day. And Profusion didn't do that at all. In fact, there is a very heavy holographic lean to this whole collection. And while there are obviously a lot of wearable, usable neutrals in here, it's not a boring palette. I'm gonna go in to this mustard shade here. It is matte, using the blending brush from their 3-piece Jurassic World brush set. Again, we've got like this cool iridescent handle. I mean, if you're not into limited edition makeup, I think the tools and accessories are just a fun way to add some character to your collection. We also have the handheld mirror. It says Clever Girl on it, and it comes with this dino tooth keychain. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see how this goes on top of the purple. Interesting. It's definitely translating more of a warm orange because color theory. So I don't know. I really don't know how I feel about these colored eye primers so far, but so far this is not bad and not muddy. I'm really eager to see how the purple primer brings out purple eyeshadows. So I'm gonna go into this very deep violet. Now this is a, what just broke? Was that me? I'm gonna have to watch the rewind. Very deep violet. Ooh. Well, dang. Wow, it is just going on so vibrant. So FYI, this palette is about $25, which just, you know, 2 shades in, I'm like, the quality, very good for the price. Just the amount of shades you get, it's a pretty crazy value. I don't want to speak too soon, but like, this is gorgeous so far. And I'm making that connection onto the lower lash line. I think to connect the purple into the orange just a little bit more, I'm going to tap into this satin brick red and also try not to break any more shadows. So I'll just connect the two a little bit better since we have red in both purple and orange. Now this is really tough because I feel like there's so much in like the normal eyeshadow section that I want to dive into, but then there's also the glitters, like again, overwhelming. But this shadow's been calling my name. It's like a lilac glitter shimmer. I don't know, it looks so pretty. I need to put it on. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Such a gorgeous, smooth finish. Getting a little fallout, not too much though. Honestly, a lot less than I expected. I gotta give it to them. The quality of this is exceptional, but dare I say this rivals BH Cosmetics quality. And with so many of us missing BH Cosmetics and wondering what's gonna happen now that Makeup Revolution like bought out their formulas and stuff, I gotta say this is really close. I'm digging this so much. They do have this powder brush as part of the 3 brush set. I'm just gonna go ahead and get some of this fallout off. Not bad. Like, I'm not even really seeing any glitter fallout either. It was more the dark pigment. Okay, so loving how this is going, but I really do want to at least test the glitter primer and the glitter shades. So I figured I'd do a glitter inner corner. Let me first just highlight the brow bone. I'll go into this center highlight shade, which is so pretty and embossed with this dino eye. Just put that right under the brow. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed so far. Kicking myself that I just broke that shade though. I'm also going to pat this in the inner corner just as a little bit of a base for that glitter so that it still shines through. This might be my new go-to colorful palette. I mean, we really do have almost every shade in the rainbow in here. So as far as these glitter shades go, holy cow, are they high impact. I feel like because we're using it as an inner corner highlight, we've got to go into this this light one. Okay, taking the glitter primer from that primer set, and I will just tap that in the inner corner. Okay, I'm just loading a little bit onto this pencil brush so that we can keep it semi-precise. And tapping. Ooh. Okay. It's almost like, hold on a second. Interesting. It feels like it's sticking to my skin without needing the primer. And it actually looks really good this way. And actually over the primer, it looks a little chunky. Okay, let's pivot here. Okay, I just cut really quickly. I cleaned up a bit, removed a little bit of the primer from my inner corner. And I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like this glitter applies better without the primer. The primer was sort of gunking it up and making it clumpy. And without the primer, it goes on really smoothly. And it sort of looks more cohesive on top of whatever you're already wearing, like the shadow underneath. So now I'm just going in and placing the glitter where I want it with this pencil brush, and things are going just fine. I know we didn't use many shades because there are so many in this palette, but I am already incredibly impressed with the quality of these shadows and glitters. I think that they did a great job with this. The next product from this Jurassic World Profusion collaboration that we're gonna try, I'm super excited for because it's very unique to my collection at least. It's the Land, Sea, Air Water Activated Liner Palette. There are 2 versions of this palette, but they only sent me one. We've got red, orange, green, and then like brownish purple and black. The other palette has more blues and purples. So this is just under $10. The instructions say wet the liner brush and mix it in with the pigment. Once a creamy consistency is achieved, begin to apply as desired and let dry before reapplying. So I am gonna use this brush and totally saturate it, and then just go in. Ooh, okay, I already see it becoming this creamy liner consistency. Ooh, I don't know if I'm a fan of this brush. It already looks kind of like bent out of shape, but I'm already seeing some really nice color going on. Okay, I need to switch brushes. Ooh, okay, there we go. There we go. It's a little hard because, you know, you are mixing your own formula, so you need the right amount of water to pick up the formula and really activate it. But if it's too watery, you're not gonna get the precision that you want. It might dilute it a little bit. I gotta remember the instructions that say to let it completely dry before layering, because I want to like go in and add to it. But let's let this side dry, and then I will work on the other side in the meantime. It seems to be pigmented enough that it's like really holding its own pigment wise over the purple shadow. I didn't re-wet the brush before going in on this side, and I feel like it's already a little bit more creamy than liquidy. It's a little easier to work with. This wing is the shape that I was going for over here, but the too liquidy consistency was spreading too much. While this layer dries, let's talk about using this practically, because while I don't think this is gonna be an everyday product for me, I still think this adds value to my makeup collection as a whole. Hear me out. I'm not gonna be wearing this green eyeliner on the daily, and maybe not even weekly, but I can see myself creating some cool looks with it. But if I went out and bought a red liquid eyeliner pen or an orange liquid eyeliner pen, I might use it twice before it ends up drying out, before the next time I feel like using it. I can reach for this in 6 months and it'll still be usable. So I think that's really cool, and I actually feel like it cuts down on waste or repetitive purchases. Okay, I finally got this liner to where I want it. I think that the color is vibrant. It's pretty opaque. The thing with this water activated liner palette is that you really need to exercise patience. I can see this getting negative reviews from people who maybe didn't follow the directions. The problem with going in and trying to layer while the liner is still wet on your eye is that you'll end up pulling the product all around, and you'll create streakiness, you'll create patches. I'm actually really excited. Oh my gosh, if this is long lasting, doing graphic liner looks with this, I'm excited. Now, they had so much eye makeup as part of this collection that there was no way that I could really use it all in one cohesive look. So I do want to shout out the High Voltage Duochrome eyeshadows. So I'll go ahead and swatch these on the back of my hand. Whoa! Oh my God. That is the most insane thing I've ever seen. Oh my God, why didn't I use these? Ah! This one also looks kind of green. Let's see what the difference is. Okay, so this one is a little more sheer. It's a little bit more of a gold green shift. Oh, dang. Okay, this one also, oop, I got a little bit in that other shade. This one also doesn't look as opaque as that first shade, but still a ton of color. So these are just under $6. There is one other shade that I wasn't able to get my hands on. Profusion was nice enough to put together this collection package for me, but because they sold out so fast after launch, this is actually a lot later than they were hoping to send it to me, and it didn't include everything. So there is no mascara as part of this collection, which I'm not mad about at all. 10 times over, I would rather have like eyeshadow and glitter and stuff like that versus mascara as a limited edition collection. But they do have false lashes as part of this collection. This is a 3-pair set of foam ink lashes, and it actually comes with a liner glue. This liner is black, and I really want to maintain this neon green. I'm just gonna use my own glue with these lashes. So this lash set is $9.98. So we have a pair of just kind of normal fluffy fanned out lashes. Then we have these, which I'm not sure if you can see, but there's actually like blue tips to this pair. And then this, we have blue jewels on the lash band, and it's sort of like a little fanned out style here. Okay, I really like this lash. It is really pretty, nice and flared out. And I'm also very glad that they didn't just give us like bright blue or green lashes. It makes this so much more wearable in real life because it's just the tips that are blue, and I don't even think you would notice unless you were looking really closely or the lighting was just right. So it really just adds a fun element to the look. All right, we got the other lash on. I love how this eye look is coming out. So far, this collection is meeting and exceeding my expectations. Everything's just working so well together. So I want to try out the liquid blush that's part of this collection. This is called the Out in Full Force Liquid Blush. There are 3 shades. I only have 2. Now, I was curious to see if these were going to perform anything like their Blush Hour liquid blushes, which are relatively new. They instantly became some of my favorite liquid blushes at the drugstore because they were only $5 and they lasted so long. So I have the shades Run with 4 N's and an exclamation and Beware. I don't know if it's the exact same formula as Blush Hour. Let's try Beware. This one's a little bit more of a neutral pink. So I will apply these like I apply the Blush Hour blushes, which is just like this. I kind of dot on one side at a time and then take a stipple brush and blend it out. Yeah, it just blends so nicely, but obviously the pigment is still there, still noticeable. Okay, here is the highlight product that I was dying to use. This is their Hybrid Uproar Jelly Highlighter Set. Again, this is $9.98 and comes with 2. I feel like there's such good value sets in this collection. This bright pink is called Rah, and this one is Roar. Y'all need to see this consistency because it's a little insane. Look, boing, boing, boing. Ooh, that's creepy. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and use my fingers. Ooh. I'm like trying not to pick up the jelly in clumps because I don't want to be trying to rub a clump around my face. But it seems like if you just tap into the jelly, you pick up the pigment. I feel like jelly highlighters kind of had a moment in what, 2014? And we collectively decided that they were kind of gimmicky and not very practical. But with it being on the gimmicky side, like texture-wise, the highlight looks pretty. I will give it that. Okay, let's finish up this look with the lips. This is gonna be a hard decision because I have 3 of these light up liquid lipstick and liner kits. So under $6 and you're getting 2 products, that's a great value. So we have this blood red called I'm Iconic Status. Not sure that one's gonna really match. This one is just kind of a neutral pinky beige called I'm Trainable. And then we have a green. This one's called I'm Tenacious, which is sort of a forest green. And the other thing about these liquid lipsticks is that they actually light up. How cool. So not only do you have a little flashlight, so you're always ready to put your liquid lipstick on the go, on your adventures, but there's a little mirror. Okay, here is the I'm Tenacious shade. Whoa, that is really unique. And then here is the liner, which is a super, super fine retractable lip liner. It's a little on the stiff side. I'm not sure if it just needs to be warmed up a little bit. I think I am gonna go with I'm Trainable because, like I said, we have so much going on in this look. I kind of want to keep the lips on the neutral side. Yeah, it is a little stiff. I had lip balm on to start, so I think applying it over the lip balm is like kind of helping it, but it's definitely not applying with as much pigment and creaminess as I would have hoped. So let's try the liquid lipstick. I'm gonna try to apply it using the built-in mirror. Ooh, okay, you really only have enough room for your lips. The shade of lipstick seems a little lighter than the pencil. It is on the thinner side in terms of the liquid lipstick consistency, and I can already tell that it's drying down to a classic matte finish. I just haven't worn matte liquid lipstick in a long time. I've really been off of the matte lipstick train. So in general, this kind of feels weird. But it is a very pretty color and finish. It is even, no streakiness or patchiness. I think overall, Profusion killed it with this Jurassic World makeup collection. The products make sense. They're well thought out. They really create this cohesive theme that you can see from product to product. And even with the more gimmicky products, such as the jelly highlighter or the water activated liner, they still look great as part of a full routine. So I'll be updating you a little later to share how this makeup held up throughout the day. I am crossing my fingers because I love it. I'll see you in a few. All right, it's the end end of my day, and I've definitely gotten a beat on how these products perform over several hours, so let me zoom you in. All right, the first thing that I gotta point out is definitely the elephant of the look. The glitter has migrated. So maybe this glitter does need glitter primer, but I just don't like the Profusion glitter primer. I felt like the combo made for a really chunky application. I don't know, maybe I'll try it again, but, and I'll talk about this a little bit in a second, I'm in general not a big fan of Profusion eyelid primers. They have so much good makeup. Their eyelid primers consistently have not worked for me. So as you can see, the glitter has completely disappeared from this middle section of my lid on both sides because that is where my lid creases when I have my eyes open. It's still there though, and I didn't find glitter on my face throughout the day. It didn't like fall from my lid onto my face, which that's definitely a plus. But yeah, I gotta play around with that, maybe look for a glitter primer outside of the brand. With that said, also I feel like the pigmented primer failed me because aside from it being purple and it was supposed to enhance the colors of our shadow, it did say, and it did make the claim of being crease free, and I am not crease free, baby. You can see this creasing, it's just like a band over my entire eyelid on both sides almost, more so on this eye. I definitely think that's a primer issue and not an eyeshadow issue because I've used Profusion shadows with my Milani primer. They last all day, no problem. So in general, I feel like the primer set is a skip for this collection. As far as the eyeliner, it actually stayed put extremely well. There was no transferring onto my lid, which is obviously oily. There's been no fading or flaking. However, it does look a little bit crackly. You can see there is just a little bit of that cracked texture to it. And honestly, that is so common for colored liners. Colored liquid liners, like it doesn't really matter what brand I'm using, I always get this effect. I do wonder if it would be a little less pronounced next time. Now that I've sort of gotten the hang of how to apply that water activated liner, I might not need to go in so many times to try to fill in any patchiness. So I'm eager to play with those again. The blush is still looking really pretty. The highlight is still popping. As far as the lipstick, I did have to reapply immediately after eating. It was almost completely gone. But I will say that the formula, even though it is a very classic flat matte look, it does not feel drying at all. And it hasn't highlighted any texture on my lips. Overall, is it an outstanding liquid lipstick? It's okay. I think that the flashlight mirror packaging is pretty cool. And I think the green shade is pretty cool. But as far as like this neutral pinky beige and the red, I wouldn't say you need it. Well, I want to know, what do you think of this Profusion Jurassic World collaboration? Is there anything you'll be trying from this collection? Tell me in the comments below. Today's shout out goes to Lipstick Bullets. Thanks for being a member of the Slashed Squad. And join me over in this video next where I try the Breakfast Club collaboration from Physicians Formula and make a pretty shocking discovery. I'll see you over there. Bye!